eNCA reporter Rofhiwa Madzena is at West Park Cemetery right now, where Maponya will be laid to rest, and she joins me now. Rofhiwa, I understand it might be a long drive from the University of Johannesburg Soweto campus all the way to West Park Cemetery, while the hearse, the family, as well as loved ones of Dr. Richard Maponya arrived to where you're standing now. But let's just talk about perhaps the preparations in terms of Dr. Richard Maponya being laid to rest there today.
That's right, Dumelo. It's a beautiful sunny day in Johannesburg, but also a very sad one because we are here at the final resting place of Dr. Richard Maponya. As you've mentioned, they are making their way to the cemetery where he will be laid to rest alongside his wife Marina, who has been described by people as the wind under his wings, that the ultimate love of his life, where they inspired each other constantly. But in terms of the proceedings that will take place today, we will see the cars coming through a little later on, and then what will happen is that the immediate family as well as government officials will be seated, and then Dr. Maponya will be ushered in by officials of the South African National Police Service into the grave site, and this is where the national flag will be removed from his coffin and handed to the family in honor of the life that he lived. And of course there'll be the reveille, and then of course the guard of honor will be released and the proceedings will be over. But yes, Dumelo, this is his final resting place, and as he famously said that he will die with his working boots on, and true to that, he did that. There was a story at the memorial service that we were told that on the 2nd of January this year, Dumelo, he was planning a strategy meeting with some of his executives, and this meeting was going to take place on the 6th of January, the day he passed away in the early hours of the morning of the 6th. So a legendary man indeed, who was true to his word, he was true to his country, South Africa, and more importantly, he was true to his family and to his beloved community in Soweto.
Yeah, and I suppose even from where you're standing, Rofhiwa, I see cars driving past. I suppose, traffic will be affected when the hearse, as well as, other processions come into West Park Cemetery. But do you know in terms of time how long the service at West Park Cemetery will take? We also know that President Cyril Ramaphosa still has to make his way to Busa's Economic Indaba, there to also address other business-related issues. So I suppose the meeting is still continuing, right, that Dr. Richard Maponya had foreseen that would take place.
That's right, Dumelo. So what we understand is that the funeral did take a little bit longer than was expected, so they are behind schedule. But in terms of the traffic that will be around at the time of their arrival, there have been various police officials stationed in various parts of the cemetery, inside the cemetery and around the surrounding national roads. So they're going to be handled with controlling the traffic that's going to be coming by foot, as well as the cars that are going to be coming into the cemetery. So they've got a very good plan in terms of control and making sure that everything runs efficiently here. Because they were late at the funeral, this particular part of the ceremony was supposed to take place in about 45 minutes, the entire ceremony, until he is laid to rest underground. But given the delays, I'm not sure how long it's going to take. They are expecting that a lot less people will be coming to the cemetery, which will help in terms of time, but they are prepared for any eventuality.
Right, and then of course earlier on we spoke about Marina Maponya. I suppose, after 28 years, Dr. Richard Maponya will be lying next to her loving wife. Thank you so much, Rofhiwa Madzena, our eNCA reporter, live from West Park Cemetery. We'll of course be going in and out just to see exactly how, of course, the procession is conducted there. But still to come.